Hello students, hello viewers, welcome to Senior College Mathematics. Topic of discussion is number-based system. If you are in senior college, you are preparing for WAEC, for NECO, for GC, for NAPTEP, for JAMB, or any other external or entrance examinations into high school, this topic, this lesson is for you. Lesson 10, basic operations. We'll look at multiplication and division. Examples: carry out the following operations. Example 62. 132 base 5 times 3 times 3. So you arrange the number for multiplication the way you do it normally. You are multiplying in base 5, and you should note that in base 5 the highest digit is 4. No answer can exceed 4. Base 5 has 5 digits from 0 to 4. So let us show how to multiply in base 5. So you start from the right to left, where you have 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Because you are working in base 5, you cannot write 6 down. So you divide 6 by the base 5 and you have 1 remainder 1. You write down the remainder 1 and carry 1 forward to the next place of multiplication. And that is 3 times 3. That is 9, plus the 1 you carry, or plus the 1 you brought forward, you have 10. You divide 10 by 5, that is 2 remainder 0. You put down remainder 0 and you take 2 forward. Lastly, you have 3 times 1. That is 3. 3 plus the 2 you carried forward is 5. You cannot write 5 down in base 5. So you divide 5 by 5 and you have 1 remainder 0, and it's like 10. And that is the 10 you have here. So your result is 1001 base 5. Example 63. You have 233 base 5 times 3. You arrange the numbers for multiplication in the usual way, and you start to multiply from right to left, where you have 3 times 3 equal to 9. In base 5, you cannot write digit 9. So you divide 9 by 5 and you have 1 remainder 4. You put down the remainder and you take 1 forward. Again, you have 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus the 1 you brought forward, it becomes 10. Divide 10 by 5 is 2 remainder 0. You write down remainder 0 and you take 2 forward. Lastly, you have 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus the 2 you carried forward is 8. Divide 8 by 5 is 1 remainder 3, and that is like 13. So you have 1 3 since there is no other digit left, so you write down 1 3. So your result is 1304 in base 5. In that example, you notice that the highest digit is 4 because you are dealing with base 5. Example 64, you have 5 6 3 base 8 times 5 2 base 8. You arrange the numbers in the usual way for multiplication, and you start by using digit 2 to multiply 3 6 5. Remember, what you are doing is in base 8, so you have 2 times 3 equal to 6. 6 is one of the digits in base 8, so you write 6 down. You have again 2 times 6, that is 12. 12 is not a digit in base 8. You divide 12 by 8 and you have 1 remainder 4. You put down 4 and you take 1 forward. You have 2 times 5, that is 10, plus the 1 you carried forward, it becomes 11. You divide 11 by 8 and you have 1 remainder 3, that is like 13. Since 5 is the last digit in that row, so you have 1 3 there. You use 5 to multiply. You have 5 times 3 is 15. You divide it by 8 and you have 1 remainder 7. So you write 7 and you take 1 forward, followed by 5 times 6, that is 30, plus the 1 you carried forward, you have 31. 31 divided by 8, you have 3 remainder 7. You write down remainder 7 and you take 3 forward, and you have 5 times 5 is 25, plus the 3 you carried forward, that is 28. Divide 28 by 8 is 3 remainder 4, and it's like 34. So you write 3 4 since 5 is the last digit. After multiplication in this manner, you add. So 6 plus nothing here is 6. The next column, you have 4 plus 7, that is 11. And 11 is not a digit in base 8. Divide 11 by 8, you have 1 remainder 3. You put down 3 and you take 1 forward to the next column, where you have 3 plus 7 plus 1, that is 11 again. You divide by 8 and you have 1 remainder 3. You write down 3 and you take 1 forward. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus the 1 you take forward, it becomes 6. 3 plus nothing, because there's nothing here, so 3 plus nothing, you have 3. So your result is 3 6 3 3 6 base 8. Example 65, you have 3 4 6 1 base 8 times 2 3 4 base 8. This is multiplication by 3 digits. So you arrange the numbers for multiplication in this manner, where you take 4 to multiply all the digits, followed by 3 and 2 respectively, and you add. You are working in base 8. The highest number you can write down is 7. You must not forget that. So we have 4 times 1, that is 4. 4 is a digit in base 8. You write 4 down. You write 4 down. You take 4 times 6, 24, and it can't be written down. You divide 24 by 8, and you have 3 remainder 0. You write down remainder 0, and you take 3 forward. You have 4 times 4 is 16. 16 plus the 3 you carried forward is 19. Divide 19 by 8. You have 2 remainder 3. You write down remainder 3. You take 2 forward. So you have 4 times 3 is 12, plus the 2 carried forward is 14. If you divide 14 by 8, you have 1 remainder 6. 3 there is the last digit. So your result is like 16, and you write it down. Next, you take digit 3. You must note that the digit you are taking to multiply, your answer start directly under that digit to the left. That is the rule of multiplication. So you take 3 again and carry out the same process. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 is a digit in base 8. You write it down. Followed by 3 times 6, that is 18. 18 is not a digit in base 8. So you divide 18 by 8, and you have 2 remainder 2. You write down remainder 2, and you take 2 forward. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the 2 you carried forward is 14. Divide 14 by 8. You have 1 remainder 6. You write 6, and you take 1 forward. Lastly, in that digit, you have 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 1 you carried forward is 10. Divide 10 by 8 is 1 remainder 2, and that is like 12. You write it down. You take the last digit 2, and you have 2 times 1 equal to 2. 2 is a digit in base 8. You write it down. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 is not a digit. Divide 12 by 8. You have 1 remainder 4. You write down 4, and you take 1 forward. 2 times 4 is 8, plus the 1 you carried forward, you have 9. 9 divided by 8, 1 remainder 1. You write that 1, and you take 1 forward, and you have 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 1 you carried 7, and 7 is a digit in base 8, and as such you don't divide by 8. You simply record 7. The next thing is addition. So here 4 plus nothing is 4. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 7. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. And in base 8, you cannot write 16. You divide it by 8, and you have 2 remainder 0. You write down the 0 and you carry 2 forward. Then you add 1 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, plus the 2 you carried forward, you have 6. Lastly, 1 plus 7 is 8. You cannot write down 8. If you divide 8 by 8, you have 1 remainder 0. You write down remainder 0 and you carry 1 forward, and that is what you have here. So your result is 1 0 6 0 7 3 4 base 8. Hello. Example 66. You have A 6 7F base 16 times 4 3 base 16. Here we are working with base 16. You arrange the numbers for multiplication in the usual manner. You start by using 3 to multiply the numbers on top. When you are done, you use 4 and you add the 2 results. So let's start with 3. So let's come here. 3 times f. F is 15 in base 16. So 3 times 15 is 45. You divide 45 by 16. You have 2 remainder 13. 2 remainder 13. In base 16, 13 is equivalent to D. So you write down D, not 13, and you take 2 forward. You have 3 times 7 is 21, plus the 2 you carried forward, you have 23. Divide it by 16, you have 1 remainder 7. You record 7 and you take 1 forward. 3 times 6 is 18, plus the 1 carried forward, you have 19. You have 19. Divide 19 by 16, 1 remainder 3. You record remainder 3 and you take 1 forward. 3 times A is 10, so that is 30, plus the 1 you carried forward, 31. Divide 31 by 16, you have 1 remainder 15. That is like 1F, because F is 15. So you record F and you take 1 forward in this manner. We are done with 3. We use 4. 4 times F, that is 4 times 15. You have 60. Divide 60 by 16. We have 3 remainder 12. Remainder 12 there implies C. So you have C. Remember, the digit you are used to multiply, your answer begins directly under that digit to the left. So you record C for 12 and you take 3 forward. So you have 4 times 7 is 28, plus the 3 you carried forward is 31. Divide 31 by 16, 1 remainder 15. That is F. 15 is F, and you take 1 forward. 4 times 6 is 24, plus the 1 you carried forward, you have 25. Divide by 16, 1 remainder 9. You record 9 and you take 1 forward. So you have 4 times A. A is 10. That is 40, plus the 1 you carried forward, 41. Divide 41 by 16. You have 2 remainder 9. that is like 29. So you record 9, you take 2 forward. After that, you add. The first column from right has only D, nothing is here. So D plus nothing is D. The second column is 7 plus C, that is 7 plus 12, that is 19. Divide 19 by 16, 1 remainder 3. You record 3 and you take 1 forward to the third column, where you have 3 plus F, that is 3 plus 15, plus the 1 you carry forward, you have 19. Divide 19 by 16 is 1 remainder 3. You record 3 and you take 1 to the fourth column, where you have F plus 9, that is equal to 15 plus 9, plus the 1 you carried forward, that is 25. Divide it by 16, you have 1 remainder 9. You record 9. Yes. Yes, you record 9 and you take 1 forward. You take 1 forward to the fifth column, where you have 1 plus 9, plus the 1 you carried forward is 11, and 11 represent letter B in base 16. Since nothing is here, nothing plus 2 is 2. So your result is 2B 933D in base 16. You can see how I'm doing it step by step. Example 67, you have 3132 base 8 divide by 6 base 8. To divide numbers in number bases, the easiest way is to convert each number to base 10. You carry out division operation and you convert the answer in base 10 to base 8, the given base in this example. So you convert this to base 10. Following the teachings in lesson 2, you have 1626 base 10. You convert 6 base 8 to base 10. That is simple. You simply multiply 6 by 8. You have only one digit, so the position is 0. So you have 6 times 8 power 0, that is 6 times 1 equal to 6 power 10. So this is the result. You divide what you have in base 10, that is 1626 divided by 6, that is 271 base 10. So you convert this, your answer, 271 in base 10 to base 8. And when converted from 10 to lower base, the procedure is continuous long division, and you show that in table. This is 271. Then you have 8 column and remainder column. Then you carry out the division. You do that continuously until the last result or quotient is 0. So if you divide 271 by 8, you have 33. 3 remainder 7. Remainder 7. If you divide 33 by 8, you have 4 remainder 1. Divide 4 by 8 cannot, that means 0 remainder 4. So you record the result upward. So it means that 271 base 10 is equal to 417 base 8. Therefore, 3132 base 8 divided by 6 base 8 is equal to 417 base 8. Hello. So the procedure is converting the two numbers to base 10. You divide in base 10 easily and you convert that base 10 to the given base. Converting to base 10, the procedure is continuous multiplication by power expansion, and converting from base 10 to a lower base is continuous long division as displayed in the example. Hello. End of lesson 10. Thanks for watching and learning. Don't forget, watch out for more from the voice of Petakus. Lastly, if you are not safe, your life is in crisis. To avoid that, you give your life to the one that can save you, and that is the Lord Jesus Christ, and you confess him as your Lord and personal Savior every day of your life. If you are saved already, congratulations. Live righteously and be prepared, because on the last day, some will be taken and some will be left. Take good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Study your books. Do the needful at all times. Flee every appearance of evil. Don't defraud others to make money. Use your hands and your brain to work genuinely and legally, and the Lord will bless you. Goodbye.